Hey, my wandering wanderers. Today we're going to be doing 11 relationships reading. Please note that we're going to be using the Maya Bean's Languages of Love deck, followed by Tori Heartman's Chakra Wisdom Tarot deck for additional insights and awareness, okay? So that being said, if you're late with this information, great, and if not, thank you for your time. Dear Universe, please gift us a clear channel of your guidance. Please gift us a clear channel of your guidance from the 7th house to the 12th house. I repeat, please give us a clear channel of your guidance from the 7th house to the 12th house for illumination of this truth today. Alright. Let's continue. So, a couple things to think about. What do these concepts mean to me? How do I understand these constructs or these meanings within my own relationships? How do I, or what can I do to become more aware of these concepts within my own relationships? What can I do to become more aware of it in my relationships? How am I becoming more aware of these constructs? What can I do to become more aware of these constructs? What can I do to become more focused on what I want to be doing? Focus on what I want to be doing. That's a new one. But let us continue. What do these concepts mean to me? Or what do these concepts mean to us? How do we understand these concepts within our relationships today? What could we do to be more aware of these concepts for ourselves in our relationships today? Oh my. Let's go ahead and find out. Stay true to you. Okay, let's continue. Self-love is needed at this time. You have to love yourself more than you love the ideal of your relationship. Take care of you. Be who you are and accept yourself completely. Okay, so what does it mean to stay true to yourself from the perception of a relationship? Are we being truthful to ourselves about how certain things are occurring? Are we being truthful to ourselves? Like, are we honoring and understanding our own personal boundaries when it becomes a relationship? Are we doing things to allow ourselves to be physically true to ourselves when we bring ourselves to a relationship? Are we reminding ourselves that we still have us or I in this space? Simultaneously speaking, are we aware that we're still ourselves when we're with our significant others? Are we having segments where we're doing things, but we need to revisit the together segment? And if so, if we revisit the together segment, are we still being truthful to ourselves? Are we being true to what it meant to be part of a relationship today? Are we still being true to ourselves when we come to the table as a pair? Are we still being true even when we're committed as a pair of two? Food for thought. Are we still aware that we still have a self-identity in this aspect of us today? Let's just go ahead and pull additional insights and awareness for this card, because this could mean multiple things. Or are we still being true in the eyes of a unit? Food for thought. Let us continue. Well then. When it comes to understanding this act of passion, are we understanding how these beliefs are coming through? Or when it comes to these feelings of passions, are we understanding are we understanding this communication of these beliefs that's coming through, that's helping us understand this perception of truth? Are we understanding these feelings that can be a little devilish? Are we going through such lengths to get someone to understand how we're actually heard? Are we on some we stuff, or is this some me stuff? Are we taking time to understand how these passions actually feel like? Are we understanding how they're quickly being articulated? And if so, are we understanding this perception that they're stemming victorious from? Food for thought. Simultaneously speaking, when it comes to understanding this victorious perspective, are we understanding the quick communication that's coming through when it comes to this feeling of this passionate energy that's coming through today? And if so, are we still being truthful to ourselves when it's coming through? When it comes to this devilish energy, are we aware of how it feels like? Are we aware of what it's actually articulating when it's coming through? And if so, what are the perceptions that it's victorious in? Because if this is true, are you aware of yourself here? And if so, are you aware of you, or are you aware of us in this segment of time? Are we operating as a unit? Or do we need to take time out and find out where this is coming from and work on something? There's nothing wrong with taking a moment to work on something, but there's always something to it when it comes to someone not beating you up about it. Just more food for thought. Stay true to you if this is true. Please note, please have your own experiences and discern this information for yourself. Victory is something to think about, but understand victory when we're over here having these roaring beliefs come through when it comes to this passion over here that can be perceived as something good or bad, but the real question is, how do you deal with this energy from the perception of self? And how do you understand this perception of energy from the perception of us? Is this a segment of time where you have to be truthful about something in the eyes of us? That being said, please have your own experiences and discern for yourselves. Dear Universe, thank you for your time today. Peace be with you, namaste, and thank you for your candor, and have a wonderful day.